What's going on, internet? It's Wednesday, the day everyone is most excited about here on the Dilettanters, because it's me. This week's topic is feminism. I wrote this into the topic list, but I have to admit, I don't actually know that much about feminism, so I thought it'd be interesting to learn about it and then do a tiny bit of research beforehand and just blurt out some opinions that are probably relevant, but not quite. So, here we go, I'll have a go at that. When I was younger, I never really knew what a feminist was. I always assumed that it was a woman who, or a set of women, who wanted women to be like the rulers, or thought women were better. And this probably comes from the ideal of girl power, which is like something that is randomly written on the t-shirts of 6-year-olds and doesn't really make any sense. So I always assumed that a feminist was somebody who was kind of mean because they just want women to be best, and that seemed a bit weird for me. And that might have just been because I was a bit stupid, or because they were portrayed poorly in things like Futurama, where there's that league of like feminists in space or whatever. It wasn't exactly recently, but I mean, through using Tumblr, I encountered real feminists who aren't just feminazis, as Jenna talked about, and they're just people who want equality between genders. And so I sort of wondered, why isn't everyone a feminist? You know, why isn't everyone advocating equality for genders? Like, you think that would be the first thing to do? There's race equality, there's sexual equality, and there's gender equality, and I honestly thought we would have gender equality sorted by now. I was under the impression that that was a pretty done thing, but apparently not. Just spoke to my mum about this because I've got to make a video about feminism. I didn't know anything about feminism, and she said that in a lot of jobs outside of government jobs that men and women aren't paid the same. In the UK in 2012, I had no idea about this, but that is terrible. It doesn't even make any sense. They're just like, the only difference is body construction and genitals. That's it. Why? You shouldn't earn less because you've got different genitals. What's wrong with you people? Like, sure, there's stereotypes and different ideas of what men can do and what women can do, but we see every day on the news and recently in the Olympics and stuff like that, that makes no difference to anything, and so people can very easily transcend those boundaries. So, everybody should have equal rights and opportunities, be they man, woman, black, white, Asian, gay, straight, anything in between, or any others that I haven't mentioned. We can do this as people. It's not hard. You just be nice to everyone, and you like everyone the same. So there we go. That's the end of my bit, but I would like to add, I'm just going to read this off my computer, a little post from Tumblr from Amanda Palmer, who is a really cool lady, and she is a fantastic musician, and she's married to Neil Gaiman, so she gets even better because Neil Gaiman is amazing. He's a really cool writer and a really cool guy, and they do music together and tour and stuff, and it's really cute. So I'm going to read you this post, and it's called "Real Feminists Don't Gaze at Males," which is a sort of a joke. This is in quotation marks, just so you know. How can I make my friends into feminists? Ran one of the more odd questions put to Amanda Palmer during a sit-down Q&A in the midst of this show. One answer, if you happen to be an internationally adored cabaret artist, is probably not to coo and gaze adoringly at your best-selling fantasy author husband for 2 hours in public. And it goes on to give the rest of the show a great 4-star review. The show was, by the way, fantastic. Neil read for about an hour, I played for about an hour, we did a bunch of great songs together, and I think pretty much everyone had a stellar fucking time. Anyway, I'm not even sure what the journalist meant by the statement. Did he mean real feminists shouldn't show open affection for their husbands? Or did he mean something else? The fact that I'm internationally adored and Neil is best-selling seems to be part of the point he's making. But what's the point? That if I were a real feminist, I'd stand there screaming, I know you think you're hot shit Gaiman with your best-selling man-penned novels and all that crap, but I'm a famous cabaret woman. Fuck you, man. I also make an income. I stand here equal to you, and showing you affection would clearly be a sign that I know I belong to the weaker sex. The larger irony, of course, is how I actually answered the question, which was something along the lines of, if you're trying to turn your friends into feminists, I think you're taking the wrong tack. I would back off and start off by not trying to turn them into anything. This is how we got into the whole mess in the first place. As far as I'm concerned, the most powerful feminist can do whatever she wants. This is what defines a true feminist. This includes wearing heels, wearing combat boots, wearing nothing, sporting lipstick, shaving, not shaving, waxing, not waxing, being political, being apolitical, having a job, being homeless, gazing at men, gazing at women, gazing at porn of all sorts, glamming up like a drag queen, going in man drag, being in a 5-way polyamorous relationship, being childless, being a stay-at-home parent, being single, having a wife, having a husband, and gazing/cooing adoringly at those wives or husband anywhere they fucking choose, including elevators, restaurants, puppet shows, well maybe keep it G-rated if there's small children present, on theatrical stages at fringe festivals. Are we getting the picture here? The most powerful feminist can do whatever she wants. The minute you believe you're a bad feminist because you said the wrong thing, /wore the wrong thing, /got married, /chose to have children, or otherwise broke some unspecified code of feminism, don't buy it. There isn't one. You can do anything you want. Anything. That's the point. Let me say this one more time for good measure. Anything. Don't let anyone try to turn you into a feminist. Just be one. There we go. The brilliant Amanda Palmer, everyone. Sorry for my poor reading. That's just a thing. You'll just have to deal with it, won't you? DFTBA. This has probably been a really long video again, but that's all I seem to be able to do. Zoe, I'll see you tomorrow.